For parents like Tom Greene of Appleton, hearing that the COVID vaccine may be available for his kids was great news.
When it's going to be available and, safe enough, I'm going to do it for the kids. Yeah, it's just kind of like a no-brainer for me.
And he isn't the only one who will jump at the opportunity of getting his kids vaccinated.
I'm very excited.
Katherine Valdez and her son live in Mineral Wells, Texas. The 8-year-old feels everyone should be vaccinated against COVID-19.
Vaccination for all of the schools in Texas and everybody. I'm not afraid of needles.
And Mom Katherine shares that sentiment.
If everybody else gets vaccinated, they should too.
Pfizer announcing its COVID vaccine works for children ages 5 to 11 can be a game changer. The company says it will seek U.S. authorization for kids in that group soon, a key step toward beginning vaccinations for youngsters.
As the Delta variant spreads, we've seen cases increase in the pediatric population by 240%, and kids now make up 30% of all new COVID-19 cases.
Dr. William Hartman has been working on UW Health's Kid Cove Moderna vaccine trial since August. For elementary school-aged kids, Pfizer tested a third of the amount that's in each shot given now. In UW's trial, Hartman says they're testing half of the amount.
We're hoping that by reducing the dose, we can still have the same effectiveness, but make it much safer for these young kids who have these powerful immune responses.
But the possibility of pediatric COVID vaccines becoming available raises the question, if approved, will schools begin requiring vaccinations?
To keep these schools open, if they feel that the best way to do that is to mandate an approved vaccine, then yes, I do see that moving forward.
And for Greene, that's okay with him.
Schools make you do these vaccines all the time anyway. So if it's a COVID vaccine, why not?
As for the timeline, Dr. Hartman says the Pfizer vaccine for kids may be available around Halloween. For Moderna, he expects it to be available around Thanksgiving.
Woo, this place is already bustling this morning, ladies. I got to tell you, Misty Ridge Orchard has plenty to offer you and the family. Let's start right off the bat with food, because this is right up my alley. Carrie Gonerine is with us right now with Misty Ridge. Good morning to you, Carrie.
Good morning.
You guys are busy this morning. Talk about what you have going on right now.
We're starting to make some pies for the weekend. So Mackenzie's mixing the pies, the apples with the filling.
Ooh, it looks
and
good.
Isaac and Madison back here are using our apple slicer.
I was here about 2 years ago. I don't remember this contraption.
We
This
use
is nice.
the hand crank old-fashioned method. So we couldn't keep up with the pie making, so we now have a slicer. So it's amazing.
How many can you do in a minute? It looks like you just kind of keep putting them on there. Quite a few, I would imagine.
Lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
Now, is there a specific apple that makes for a good pie that you use for a lot of these?
We start out the season with Paula Reds.
Okay.
And now we are using a mixture of Cortlands and Max.
So fresh pies are available on the weekend when you guys are here for the public to be able to come and purchase?
Yep.
Okay.
We sometimes we will run out of the baked pies, but then we'll sell a take and bake.
Okay.
So we've got them ready to go in the refrigerator, and they just take them home and bake them in their
Make
oven.
the house
And then
smell
their
really
house smells-
good.
That's our selling point.
Yeah.
We're like, shoot, we're out of baked ones, but your house will smell good.
She says that's the selling point. I disagree. What's over here is our selling point. What do we have going on here? Look at this. What is this, Carrie?
We are frying donuts, fresh cider donuts.
This is, I think, something that's pretty cool and unique to what you guys have to offer, because you told me before that you have had plenty of demand for these donuts because your machine is double what it used to be, wasn't it?
Yep. We couldn't keep up with the process. The line was too long. So we've got a new machine with 4 donuts across, so we can double the output.
Oh, the smell of hot, fresh donuts is pretty amazing.
Right.
All right, what's your name?
Sawyer.
Sawyer, I'm going to have to ask you I'm going to tap you out. I'm going to take over here for you.
Sounds good.
Carrie, you got to show me the proper way to sugar
right.
these once they come out all hot and fresh
so
like this.
after they've cooled a little bit at the bottom, you just gently grab them.
I don't know which ones are cool or not, but we're going to go
at the
for it.
bottom.
Oh,
Yep.
they feel hot, nice and hot.
Yep, and then just place them in and kind of roll them around a little bit gently.
I can tell that they're a little bit more fragile because they are very
fragile.
fresh.
Yes, yep. Good job.
Oh
great.
my gosh, the smell, you guys. If only there was such a thing as smell-o-vision. That's pretty
There you
good
go.
right there.
Except you're going to have to be faster if you want to do it.
Oh yeah, they are catching up. Seriously, do you have any idea how many donuts you go through in a given day? It's got to be hundreds and hundreds of them, isn't
Thousands.
it? Yeah.
It is, really, really.
That's so cool.
Thousands.
All right, when are you open for folks to come and check you guys out?
We are open Saturdays from 9 to 4 and Sundays from 10 to 4.
Okay, they are located here in the town of Oneida. It's a really fun little spot to stop at. Okay, I gotta do one more of these here. Bring the family up because we're only just getting started this morning. You guys have added a lot of stuff since I've last seen you 2 years ago.
Yep.
I mean, there's animals that you guys have. There's corn maze and play area for all for adults and kids alike.
Yep.
And guess what? The best part is the experience here. All this stuff you can experience. It's all free for you to come and take part in. Just come on and enjoy some of the apples and other goodies that they have in the meantime while you're here, because this is what makes it so great. Can I dig in?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh my goodness, you guys. It doesn't get any fresher than this.
TJ Dirk says she's had farm animals on her property for about 40 years.
We started the pig sanctuary about 6 years ago, and we started it to help with, it's mostly potbellies, to help with ones that have medical needs or special needs. That's kind of what my passion is.
But in the town of Buchanan, the sanctuary is not up to town code. In 2018, the town made Dirks aware of that. Dirks was granted a special exception for the pigs. That exception has now expired, and Dirks has not applied for another. The town started to fine Dirks $50 daily fines on September 1st. Dirk says the fines are $124 total with court costs. Dirk says she is planning to move as well, but is having difficulty finding a place because of the current housing market.
We're really just hoping that we can find a peaceful resolution with the town of Buchanan so that they can give us some extra time to locate a property that's affordable that we can move all the pigs to.
At the town board meeting, board members say applying for another exception would be a good solution, although they're not guaranteed.
The town elected officials worked with the Dirks on the first special exception, and we're asking them to do what they said they would do. At this point, there are 3 options. The Dirks moved the pigs off their property as they said they would, and what is being enforced for the expired special exception. Number 2, the town removes the animals. Or number 3, the Dirks can apply for another special exception, and the town board will consider their application and may apply conditions.
In the town of Buchanan, Charlie Rubeski, Fox 11 News.